you interviewing me or am I interviewing you?
I thought this was a conversation, not an interview.
A conversation?
A discussion.
Okay.
See, you're already like
Feeling
a little bit, not claustrophobic, but
just feeling the camera.
Yeah.
I just feel it. Just kind of feel it a little here. I'm not really aware of the millions of people that are watching me.
That'll be the So what is this again? What are we doing?
Well, we're having a conversation about the past week on Yoders Farm.
Yeah.
I thought that'd be a good idea. Yes.
Everybody got a cold. That was one thing that happened this week, wasn't it?
Pretty much. I think I'm on my third one this winter. Have you ever noticed?
If you want to make a good point, you can look right at the camera and make.
Is that a camera?
Right there.
I was trying to
that
forget
light.
the cameras.
You can do that too.
So
what did you do this week?
This week on the farm?
Yeah, on the farm. Specifically on the
Well,
farm. Let's not make this too broad.
I had a birthday last Saturday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, I told you that last week. Just
Yeah, you did.
So the first part of the week, it was pretty cold, wasn't it?
It was cold. It was quite cold.
Yeah, it was.
As I remember. So we drank a lot of coffee.
It's always important. More important when it's cold.
Certainly. Yeah, I remember last Sunday actually that we had a lot of wind.
Yep.
And I remember we ate lunch here. And I remember coming up here for a lunch and noticing that a bunch of my road covers are out there flopping around.
Which we just put a lot of those out, last week?
Yeah, right before the last bitter cold, right?
Yeah.
So I knew that we'd have to fix them because it was supposed to get really cold Monday night.
Yep.
So we waited for the wind to die down on Monday. And I went out and fixed a bunch of them Monday evening. And then we had a lot of wind on Tuesday. And so we ended up fixing a lot of the same ones again Tuesday evening. And so that was fun.
Yeah. See, these are the things I miss when I sit inside an office all
I
day.
know, you miss a lot.
I don't know about miss, but I hardly even notice it sometimes.
It's so nice.
Especially now that we have a new roof on the little shop.
It doesn't flop
I don't hear
in the
the
wind.
flopping metal in the wind.
Yeah, I especially like doing things one day, having them all blown and destroyed the next day, and then having to redo them.
That always
makes me feel good. Makes me feel useful. You know, like I'm doing something.
Exactly. Huh.
We did some cleanup this week.
The shop.
The shop.
Or the brawler house.
The brawler house.
We took a load of trash over.
We did.
Whenever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know folks that drive in here probably don't think that we do cleanup, but we're trying.
Yeah.
We're working on it.
I go to work in the morning and
Items.
come home at night and I'm done with work.
Yes.
Technically.
Unless we make you pull road covers.
Unless you make me pull road covers or record video for you.
That's true.
But, I mean, like, your standard day starts, 7, 8? And it can end at 6 or it can end at 10 or 11, right?
Just whatever needs to be done.
Yeah.
Whatever absolutely has to be done. You think we just drink coffee all day though, right? Which we do drink.
I wish that was
coffee.
true. I really wish that was true for
We
all
drink
of
a
us.
lot of coffee.
Yeah. So the strawberries are covered up. They're
The ones where the road covers are still on, which is actually most of them right now.
Y'all filled some more bags the other day.
Yeah, that's the other thing we
Stitching
did
them down.
yesterday. We're trying a new kind of bag,
Okay.
which actually I hope helps with the problem of the road
Yeah.
covers blowing off.
Yeah.
Got
different?
some, they're nice canvas black bags that you fill with sand instead of rocks. The idea is sometimes these bags bust out in the field.
Yeah.
And if you're putting rocks in your field, it's not as good as if you're putting sand.
Sure enough.
So.
Well, previously, like the rock bags you were using earlier, they were some sort of mesh, and rocks would even fall through them if they were small rocks.
Yeah, they kind of
So
they've lightened.
They lose weight.
We've been using the same bags for 4 or 5
Yeah.
years.
Yeah.
So I think that's part of the problem why we're having our road covers blow off.
Yeah, that makes some sense.
So we're experimenting. We've got a couple hundred bags, and ton of sand, and that's sweet.
Ton of sand.
A ton of sand. But we only filled about 60 some bags with that ton of sand.
Sand.
So it tells you a little bit how heavy these new bags are going to be.
Yeah.
So I hope they stay put.
You say 100 bags? Is that what you said?
It was less than 100.
Wow. That's like
Here.
a 20-pound average.
Do some math.
It's between probably 15 and 20 pounds a bag.
2,000 pounds divided by about 65 bags.
65, that's like
I think it's
almost
65, no more than
25
70.
to 30 pounds.
That's what I'm thinking.
Huh, you can get ripped.
See, you got that. You got that fancy degree working there for you. You can do math on the
I
fly.
don't have a degree.
Well, you went to college and I didn't, so there.
Yeah, you taught school.
Yeah, but I
Maybe
didn't
we
learn
should.
anything.
Man, let's not go too far in the past. Back when things were awkward.
Things are
Still awkward.
Yes. The other thing we did a lot of this week is we did a lot of heifer work, calf work.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know that's sort of a unseen part of our farm, except the cute little calves that are out here by the corn maze and the strawberry patch.
Yeah.
We have almost 150 young calves here.
They're like, we get them when they're weaned and we send them back.
2 months old, and we'll have them for 5 or 6 months. So we have almost 150 of those, which they require quite a bit of care, but we have to move them around from pen to pen.
Feed them.
Which
Little things that you
Dan
have to
and
do
Gary
every day.
do a lot of that.
Yeah.
Check the temperatures on sick ones, vaccinations, just kind of keeping up with things. So we did a lot of that.
So besides strawberries and calves, we are selling tomatoes right now.
That's right.
So do you want to do anything with those this week?
Yeah, this was a little lighter week of tomato work because we had done a lot last week. But we always have these kind of weekly chores that have to be done in each greenhouse. Working with the vines.
Raising clipping them.
Well, dropping them
lowering
along
them,
the trellis system.
Yeah.
And then we have to hook each cluster. And
I do know that. You know that I know you do that, right?
I don't know what you know. Yeah, they don't just magically appear.
But we have plenty of those available right now, right? Or
We have a
somewhat.
decent supply right now. We're picking in one greenhouse, and we have probably a month to go in the other greenhouse. They're starting to size up.
Yeah.
Looking pretty good. Then we'll have 2 greenhouses.
Is
Have
the,
really
the
good
third
supply.
greenhouse planted yet?
Well, in that greenhouse,
Is
we're
that the one
buying
you're doing?
grafted heirloom plants. And yeah, she has planted those.
Cool.
And yeah, they'll probably be showing up here in a few weeks.
So we'll be transplanting them and getting the house warmed up for them.
Yeah, probably May though before we start picking any heirloom tomatoes.
I know these cold nights, Dan and Gary are making one run about 10 o'clock at night, fill the stoves, one about 2 or so, and then one about 6.
Yep.
That's always...
Yeah, I don't miss.
I can usually
I don't
tell when
miss
I
that.
come home. And, well, I can tell when Gary did it. Dad's always tired.
Yeah.
But Gary, when
Dad's
Gary,
been
when
tired
Gary's
ever since
tired
the
and
days
a
of
little
milking
bit
cows.
grumpy, yeah. When Gary's tired and a little bit grumpy, I can tell he did the 2 o'clock. No, that's not quite.
Isn't he grumpy most all the time?
No,
He's not really, is
not that hard
he?
to
He's
get along with.
pretty easy going.
Yeah, he does a lot of stuff that I never think about.
Well, that's the other thing. He's been splitting a lot of wood,
Yeah.
and
That new wood splitter is really helping.
I
things
saw
out.
the 2 stoves yesterday, and he had a great big pile
Yeah.
at each of those. He just kind of does that. We forget about it.
It's good to have people that can do things and you just don't have to really think
I
about it.
tell you, it is. Especially those 2 o'clock stove runs.
I know. It's
That's
nice to be able
kinda-
to forget about
That's
it.
one time I'm kind of glad I don't live at home anymore.
Yeah, for sure. Huh.
Yeah,
So-
that wood splitter's working nice.
Yeah.
It goes on the skid steer and they can split some massive stuff.
Yeah, I should see if I can get Gary to split me a couple
You
pieces.
should get some
Put a
video
little
of
video
that.
here of that.
Impressive, scary.
Yeah.
Thing's a monster.
Yeah.
It's supposed to get really cold on Monday night, so we're closely watching that.
Yeah.
And Monday night and Tuesday night, I think. Like, we're talking low teens, maybe even single digits.
I should
So we
check
do-
the antifreeze in the
Yeah, we have a small area of the field, the strawberry field, that's not covered with road covers. I guess, well, I wanted to get some on today, but I don't think it's too muddy with the rain we had last night. It was
Yeah, and it's
impressive
really
rain.
warm today. It's very strange.
So we'll try to get those covered up sometime before it gets bitterly cold. This is a slower time on the farm in some ways.
Yeah.
It's
It is.
it's different than, during strawberry season, during the
But
spring.
I still don't think there's ever really a slow time. I mean,
No, but
there's times when your priorities change and maybe you're less, I don't know,
there's less
pushing.
urgent
Yeah.
things to
Yeah.
do. So it makes it a good time to do some cleanup, try to get some stuff organized, and
Yeah.
hopefully do some planning for the spring and the fall,
Yeah.
Have you started designing the corn maze yet?
I've been, well, okay, I'll be honest. I haven't thought about it too much recently, but I did think about it a couple of weeks ago that I needed to do it, which is
Yeah.
different than thinking about it.
We should try to remember the things that we were going to remember
Yeah.
to tweak.
At the very least, I should go down there sometime, maybe today,
It's really muddy.
and just get an idea of an outline.
Mhm.
Nothing specific, but just so I can start tossing ideas around in my head and to you guys.
I lost a bid on a traveling gun.
And by traveling gun,
An
you mean
irrigation gun.
irrigation system.
Yeah, not the other kind.
Not that it's a problem to have.
No, not that we don't.
Yeah,
But,
not that we don't.
Yeah. That was Monday afternoon. I've been watching this for a couple weeks. It's a small reel gun.
How far do you say it would shoot? Water?
I think 170, 180
There's
feet.
way too many parallels to guns here. How far will it shoot?
Pushed
Didn't
them up
y'all-
and extended the auction. It's one of those auctions that extends for every time you bid.
Okay.
So,
Those are so frustrating.
yeah, especially if you're
Especially if you're
trying to get a deal
the
on
high
something.
bidder, yeah. Huh.
I think he got a good deal, but I don't know. It was a little boring about we wanted to pay for it.
Yeah.
Oh, we could have run it along the edge of the corn maze. It wouldn't have watered the whole thing, but it would have helped.
It would have definitely helped, yeah.
Could have worked well. Could have watered alfalfa with it. Thought about watering like the strawberry field with it at certain times, like when we're establishing plants,
Yeah.
or when we need to moisten the soil prior to bed making. Could have maybe got rid of some of those perennial clods that we
clods.
had.
Man, there was some impressive ones this last fall.
There were.
The ground was incredibly dry.
Well,
Or
it was
the beds
wet.
were.
It was wet and then it was dry.
Yeah, but
which is
when
a
I was
bad
thinking when we were
combination.
planting, trying to get stuff done there at the end.
Yeah, the beds were on the cloddy side.
Was it Gary's hands or was it your hands that were all tore up? Probably both of you.
Maybe.
No,
See,
Gary wore gloves.
Gary wore gloves. We had the epic
Yeah.
debate on whether you should wear gloves. It's hard to plant and feel
Yeah.
your plug of
Yeah.
you're gripping with the glove, but he converted me towards the end. My hands were so sore I was wearing gloves.
That would do it. Yeah. Cool. Well, let's wrap this up. Like,
Were you gonna bring up your citizenship issue? You weren't. Well,
I'll
you're-
leave that to the politicians.
You weren't born in the United States, so it's what we need to decide.
Does that mean
Are
I
you
can't
a
run?
naturalized citizen or not?
Does that mean that I shouldn't be able to run for president?
Yeah, well, it'll
Depends who
probably
you
have
ask,
to be
probably.
decided. Depends if you ask Ted Cruz or Donald Trump or
Yeah.
somebody else.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah, that's pretty much what we did on the farm. A very exciting, interesting week. Not really.
Well, there's, farming is a lot like a lot of other jobs I've had in the past where you do a lot of the same things every day. That's just kind of the nature of it. But then you get these emergencies that like something breaks or you
Tractor rolls down a hill, or
not that would ever happen around here.
no, not around here. But I've heard of it happening on some farms.
Yeah.
Around here, it's more your dump trucks.
I wish I would like to see
A
the video of that.
I would have liked to see that too, because I wasn't here to witness it.
Yeah. Coming up next week, more the same, right?
Yeah, this time of the year, it's kind of this routine. Yeah, I don't know. I can barely remember what we did this past week. So who knows what we'll do this coming week. Greenhouse work, heifer work. There's row covers as soon as, hopefully Monday morning it'll be frozen. We can get through the field and get the row covers on. This winter, it's very important. The plants are so far advanced from what they normally would be that
because it was so warm.
The plants are larger.
Didn't I hear you say, or someone said that they were almost like March plants?
Yeah.
Strawberry plants,
of course, we're talking about.
Yeah, this is strawberry plants. Was that possibly North Carolina? They were.
Well, I think especially south of here they were larger, but ours are larger than they normally would be.
Yeah.
But since they're so large, the buds are right up in the tippy tops, and you want to keep them in dormancy until you're ready for them to wake up, which should be like March.
Yeah.
So row covers are important during these periods of bitter weather, but then you need to get them on and off so you're not pushing your crop too far, which can cause disaster.
Yeah, we don't want a disaster.
March and April.
Yeah. Alright, well that's probably about enough.
It's enough.
Yeah, thanks for watching.
Enough of us.
Not sure if this will happen regularly or not, but it's something we're playing with. And you can probably find this on yodersfarm.com. So probably head over there for previous. No, there's no previous episodes.
This is the inaugural one. We should do something special.
Maybe go to yodersfarm.com to see the next one.
If there is a next one.
Take care.
Peace.